A major advancement has taken place for Farming Simulator and Giant Software as they have signed a deal with Straight4 Studios to publish their upcoming Project Motor Racing game. Giant Software branched out before the release of Farming Simulator 22 to become not only a creator of games, but also a publisher of them. They have now published FarmSim 22, 23, FarmSim Kids, and will be soon publishing FarmSim 25. Project Motor Racing will be the first game that they have published outside of FarmSim games. PMR was in development until late 2023 or early 2024 when they began talks with Giant Software about publishing the game, and they say they'll be updating their community on the development and more about the partnership soon on their blog. Of course, link below as always. So this is super cool and all, but PMR is a different game. Why should this matter for Farming Simulator players? Giants are just the publisher at the end of the day, right? I have some other thoughts. You see, Giant's engine is a very versatile tool. It's what Farming Simulator's made on and what dictates everything that happens within the environment in game. And since they've kind of had to halt production until last year, I think Straight4 are looking for a new game engine. In their most recent news article, they posted a new physics engine at the end of their blog post, which just screams to me that they are using the Giants engine to power PMR. However, they also said physics development for PMR has been unaffected by this deal. I still think they're probably swapping a Giants engine for the game though. We all know that driving a tractor in Farming Simulator is pretty good, not gonna lie. However, when it comes to basically anything else or anything over 32 miles an hour, things start to get very interesting, and to be fair, the community has been asking Giant Software to swap to another game engine for years now. That's a hard statement to ignore, and I see it in the comments every single day. We all want Giant's engine and Farming Simulator to be the best that it could be, and what better way, I think, to expedite that process than to partner up with a racing game. If Straight4 Studios uses the Giants engine, they will definitely have to modify it to work. Can you imagine a racing game with Giants engine the way it is right now in FarmSim 22? Oof, that's not going to be good. So they're going to have to modify it to work with race cars at high speeds. And if they do that, well, of course, information then can be shared with Giant Software about how it works with different cars, and those could change the way that they make Farming Simulator in the future. Just think about it. Cars that actually drive correctly in FarmSim and don't fly off into left field every time you touch the steering wheel. This sounds like a dream come true. Not only that, imagine driving your favorite tractor or combine harvester around FarmSim 25 or maybe future games, and it behaving, well, as you would expect. A lot of the FarmSim community plays racing games. Some, like myself, even have had dedicated racing YouTube channels in the past, with FSG actually just starting one up not long ago. Partnering up with a racing game is super cool and does bridge a gap that brings players closer to the simulation experience, all under the Giant Software umbrella. Project Motor Racing has been very bold and is on the offense, saying delivering the most robust online and offline career modes in sim racing. Well, the world of sim racing is very competitive, with games like iRacing, ACC, and even Gran Turismo 7 and Forza Motorsport. I'm very interested to see what S4 Studios' next entry into the genre will be like. And of course, I do have to fanboy a little bit, as I love racing games. I usually prefer the more arcade-style games like Forza Horizon, so I can jump cars at 300 miles an hour. What, do you think I was crazy just in FarmSim? Nah, my insanity started a long time ago. A really cool thing about PMR is that they've got some great minds behind the game. And last summer, they even had Ben Collins, formerly the Stig on Top Gear, do some consulting on the driving game. They may have changed since then, but there's not too many more people on Earth that are more qualified than Mr. Collins himself when it comes to racing all kinds of different things. Project Motor Racing also looks like it's gotten a new name for the game, as previous images all say GT Revival. Changing the name of the game after signing with a new publisher is a really good sign, I think anyway, as it shows progression and it also changes the optics from the outside looking in. It's a great way to get started. So then, how does this affect you as a Farming Simulator player? Why should you care that Giant Software are publishing a racing game? Will it actually have a crossover with FarmSim at the end of the day? After all, you don't exactly see race cars pulling cultivators. Well, the biggest thing that we have to go on right now is that Giants appears to be letting Straight4 Studio run their own show, while offering access to the new game engine, at least we think, and the massive network that Giant Software have amassed over the last few years. When Giants went from just making FarmSim and having Focus Home publish it, to publishing everything themselves, they freed themselves up to have full control over every step in the process from beginning to end. Even though it has been a little bit rocky with all the leaked footage recently, It's definitely hard to ignore that. Nonetheless, Giant Software are now responsible for more than just their own in-house projects, but also now another big studio's work as well. I do think that this will tighten some things up and make everything a little bit more cohesive and cleaner moving forward, as long as they have learned from their mistakes made with the FarmSim 25 announcement. Straight4 Studio's Project Motor Racing game will be for PC and current-gen consoles. It will be launching the most ambitious early access program ever seen in sim racing this October, only 3 months away, so stay tuned for more information on that. This could also translate into how things are done with Farming Simulator 25, but as far as I can remember, they've never had an early access beta program for FarmSim before, so I would not expect one here either. Straight4 Studios also said in their blog that they'll have more information to show at Gamescom, which is only 1 month away. Farming Simulator's always a Gamescom and has become one of the largest shows that they attend every year. We're also expecting lots of new information on FarmSim 25 at Gamescom, so this could turn out to be one of the biggest shows that we've ever had and one of the most important. If you're in the area, definitely don't miss it. I'm gonna try and be there, but right now things are not looking too good with that, especially since just getting back from a 2-week trip to Europe. There was also a full press statement about the partnership saying, Giant Software signs publishing deal with sim racing expert Straight4 Studios. Established publisher and independent developer studio Giant Software will publish the sim racing title Project Motor Racing, taking the next groundbreaking step in our company's ongoing expansion as leading developers and publishers in the simulation genre. We are proud to announce our publishing partnership with the sim racing experts of Straight4 Studios. Composed of award-winning developers around sim racing's iconic Ian Bell, Straight4 has decades of expertise, creating some of the most beloved and significant titles of the genre. With its next-gen physics and a strong focus on community, their next title, Project Motor Racing, aims to set new milestones in the sim racing genre. This partnership is a massive step for us, Giant Software, combining Straight4 Studios' passion for sim racing and dedication to the community with our, Giant Software, successful publishing capabilities and proven international infrastructure. Both teams are setting out to make Project Motor Racing a title that will define the next generation of racing simulators. So what do you think? Are you excited to see what happens with this new partnership? Are you interested in the possibilities that could come to FarmSim? Or do you just not care? Hey, let me know. I think I'm part of the second one here. I'm interested in the possibilities that could come to Farming Simulator. I love racing games, but at the end of the day, I'm playing FarmSim here, and if it doesn't have to do with Farming Simulator, will it go somewhere else? Would you be interested in seeing me play Project Motor Racing in the DjGoHam Game Room channel? I haven't posted there in a couple of years, so that would be a lot of fun. There's plenty more information that you can find in the articles online, so definitely make sure you check those out, link below if you're interested. This is big news and a massive step forward for Giant Software and hopefully for Giant's Engine as well, though we'll have to wait and see more on that later on. Straight4 Studio has got news blogs spanning back to the beginning of 2023 on their website, so jump in and check those out if you want to see all the information dating back to the original announcements. If you've got any questions at all about this video or maybe anything else, hey, drop them down below. I love hearing from you guys. And if you want to see more videos from this channel or anything else, hey, check out the listed videos you got on screen right now. With all that being said, hope you have a great day. It's great to be back. We'll see you later.